One, two, 1, 2, 3. I am a guy from a place. Charm City Bipper, Quis The Vndl, Marquis is the name my mama gave me. I am reflecting for a lot of reasons. Today I'm 1 year older. Today I am blessed to enter a new chapter. I'm grateful, appreciative of all the love around me. I'm abundantly loved. I am actively accomplishing goals. I'm being corrected when I need to be. I'm being reminded of my power and consistently checking in with how to get better. I'm at a point where I have to make some big decisions and I have a challenge in front of me, but it will not beat me. I will step up to the plate to do what is necessary. Again, it's not something that is simple, but I'll be going into more detail as it writes itself. I am 27 today, and it's just so much that 26 was. Got a lot of lessons. Your whole life can change in 6 months. Your whole life can change in 10 months. A lot of my life changed in the first 3 months of doing yoga. You don't have to get all the wisdom yourself. You don't have to go through everything to gain the wisdom. You can rely on other people's life moments to get an understanding of how to approach situations. Oftentimes, that's the better way. If I had to learn every lesson on my own, I wouldn't be in this space right now, providing this podcast and these different things that I've learned. Time ain't waiting. I'm waiting for the right time. There is no right time. Actually, there is a right time. The right time is now, because it's literally the only time we have. The past is gone. The future isn't promised. This moment where you're watching this video is the right time. You may have to cut this video off and go do what you got to do. Come back to it just to get my views up and subscribe, whatever else. You know those things. But time ain't waiting for no one. And believing that it is a part of the issue that a lot of us face. Progress over perfection. I didn't get all the things done in a way that everyone assumed that I should. I didn't meet everyone's expectation, and at times I didn't meet my own. Oftentimes I do not meet my own expectations. So I release expectation. I release desire for specific outcomes and accept what is given to me. It is a continual process. And in that process, be conscious of the progress. Don't count. The longer you count, the more impatient you'll grow. Like, I've been doing this for 100 days. If you're counting the days, and somewhere in your mind, you're satisfied with a certain number. And that satisfaction will make you lose the hunger that can keep you consistent. Oh, I've been doing this for 2 years. That's a lot of days. Look at me sitting back on your laurels and getting wiped out by the dude who doesn't count and just gets busy. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the habits you create that make you better. Don't fall in love with the idea or the thing you're idolizing, the image you idolize of yourself. Because as soon as you get to that point, you'll idolize it so much, you'll be stuck in the mirror and not going to do the work that's needed to maintain it. It went by quick. I lost a lot of family members in a 3 year. Well, I lost people in a 3 year span. Some were murdered. Some were older and were sick. And I watched different processes. Just a lot of reminders that this isn't promised and that every day we wake is a new start. So be grateful for it. Be grateful. And again, that's not a should. It's a what would I call it? It's a suggestion. I like suggestion better these days. I'm suggesting that you love this experience because you could have very easily stayed asleep, and that is unfortunate, but as a reality. So because we're here and we're active, let's love into it. Time ain't waiting. You gain more from serving others. I've shown up in spaces and I was helping out and I ended up with more than I expected to get. I created new relationships, found new communities to be a part of, and found people that appreciated me. So I'm coming back to that thing I say a lot: celebrate those that celebrate you, love those who love you. Because people who love you will affirm the love that you give yourself, and that that additional love will help you through those moments when you are uncertain and unsure. It doesn't always look like what we can be used to. Mom loves me, but I've had some people who've given me big love in ways that mom doesn't have it. Is that to say that they love me more than my mother? No. It's just to say that they understand the side of me that my mother doesn't know. They understand the side of me that my brother and sister don't know. And my brother and sister have a side of me that the world doesn't know. So everybody has a different part of you, and find those people who honor those parts of you that you love and want to continue to embrace. What was another? You don't have to know it all to start. If I knew all that would have to be sacrificed. Ooh, what's going on? Okay, I'm good. Phone things. If I knew all that would have to be sacrificed to do the work that I'm doing, if I knew all that had to be sacrificed to be in the space that I'm in now, I may not be so gung ho to take the journey. There's people who are about to jump out of planes, or they never get to jump out of the plane, or they never go traveling, and they don't do these different things because they know so much about what the media has given them. They've read so much in the book about how sharks attack, when they attack. They just have so much that is amplifying their fear. A lot of times, knowledge increases your fear. We think that knowledge will make you more prepped to do something. But if you have a negative mindset about it, more information can be to your detriment. You don't need to know it all to start. You don't have to know how. You just have to show up. Because there's things that you learn a lot about, you show up, and you don't want to be there. Like, you could have found out you didn't want to be there without learning all of those different things. I learned a lot of math, and I made it to Calc 2, and I didn't want to be there. And I kept learning this thing that just wasn't calling me. I was good at it. I was good at Calc 1. I got a B at Calc 1. Made it to Calc 2, and it was a different story. But I'm saying that to say, tune in with yourself. Know yourself. Learn yourself. The best thing you can learn in this lifetime is yourself. What it looks like is up to you as a self journey, but that's the best thing you can learn. Knowing all these facts about trivial things and not knowing what buttons people are pressing, not knowing what's limiting you, will be to your detriment. You have to be comfortable doing it on your own. It's all right to be alone. It's all right to go forge a new path. As long as you are safe, not safe, but as long as you are conscious of what you're doing, you're aware, you are taking the proper measures. Like, you're going to a new town, make sure everybody knows you're going. Make sure your location's on. Make sure you aren't going anywhere with people you just met. Be conscious of how you're moving. Be on a swivel. Be conscious of your surroundings. Don't just be somewhere and not know where it is, not know why you're there. Walk fast. Like, don't. One of the things that I laugh at is, like, people are like, why you walk so fast? Why are you walking slow? The slow person, the one who's walking slow and aimlessly, is oftentimes the one that people just moseying about or looking to target someone are going to target. They target people who don't have a direction. Because the one who looks lost is the easiest one to not know where they were, not know when it was, not see the person coming, right? So be alert in those scenarios. That's why being present is so important. Being present to your surroundings, being present to the moment is a very big thing. So be comfortable doing it on your own. It ain't for everybody. You started your fitness journey and people didn't want to come, leave them behind. And they'll catch up if they're meant to, but it's your journey. If I waited for 3 friends to do yoga with me, I wouldn't be teaching it. I wouldn't be a trainer. I would have still been waiting. If I waited on people to meet me where I wanted to be, rather than going there and asking them what they like to join, it would have been a different story. So I'm grateful for finding ways to do it on my own, for being comfortable and understanding that they don't have to understand. And a lot of them don't intend to. And it's not your business what they think of you. These different things are just constantly coming back to me. But it's been a lot of lessons, a lot of moments, and like I said, something that a lot of these things have been sitting with me. So I had your whole life can change in 6 months. I might have went over, but these are different lessons. Time ain't waiting for no one. You gain more serving others. You don't have to know it all to start. You find comfort in doing it on your own. And always, always, always know the power of words. Our words are powerful. So someone gave me this recently. Feed 2 birds with 1 seed. I like that a lot. Thank you for that. Lessons to you. Feed 2 birds with 1 seed. Beautiful people. Beautiful person who gave that to me. Feed 2 birds with 1 seed. Rather than killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It sounds whatever, but it feels better to say I fed 2 birds with 1 seed. I'm multiplying. I'm abundant. I'm finding ways to build. These different words create different thought patterns. Thinking positive, speaking positive allows us to think more positive, allows us to act more positive. So it's like, what could I do that's awesome? What could I do that's beautiful? Oh, I could take my mother some flowers just cause. Shout out to moms. Oh, I could check in on people who helped my career. I could find a way to give an appreciative gift to different individuals. Maybe not even a gift. Maybe I could just show up, stop by, take some people to lunch. These are different ways to build. But to get to that mindset, you got to be outside of the negative. A lot of times the negative is just self. What is it doing to me? How can I make myself feel better? Maybe I should get them to come over and do something for me. I'm sick. Why isn't anybody helping me? Me. So, we only always need me. It ain't all about me. It ain't all about you. Finding ways to build others will always benefit you. So feeding 2 birds with 1 seed. New day, new motion. Some people say, same old ish, different day. No. New day, new motion. It's not the same thing. It's a different day, but new day, new motion. I like both of those terms. Every day is a new beginning. Every day is a fresh start. You can change your whole life in 6 months with that mentality. Every day is a fresh start. And if you have a couple things you want to check off every morning, get to them. If you want to drink tea, you want to do a workout, you got 50 push-ups lined up for yourself in the morning, get to them. If you pray in the morning, do it. If you meditate, put those things before the world. So I say get up before Instagram. That's something I like to tell myself, but just get up and don't touch the phone. Get up and get your task accomplished, and then jump into the minutia of the day, because it will be to your benefit. You win some, you lose some, but you live to bip another day. I like that. You win some, you lose some, but you live to bip another day. Keep that motion, man. You're gonna take some losses. You're gonna take some L's, and you're going to gain lessons. So you're really taking lessons from everything around you at all times. And learn from the lessons the first time, preferably. Sometimes we don't learn the first time, but don't let don't have to keep learning a lesson, because when we have to keep learning a lesson, it isn't always so easy in the second go around. Can't fake motion. A lot of this social media conglomerate is based on looking away, perceptions. What it's perceived to be is just that. But what it actually is only important to me. So whatever you feel about it, it's what you feel. Again, what they think of you is none of your business. Now, a lot of times what they think isn't supporting your business. A lot of people say, you should have did it this way. You could have made more money. People don't buy that type of thing. What they're really telling you is they don't support what you're doing. Because a lot of people are like, hey, man, I can't wait till you do yoga. Didn't find a class. Didn't even throw my page up for other people to look at it. I don't know if I've been referred because I didn't hear from anybody like, hey, man, such and such referred me to you because you do yoga. Those types of things are big. So, again, do not get lost in that and recognize you cannot fake motion. Just get out here, stay active. It will be seen by the ones who matter. And the last one, again, is progress over perfection. I just love this, progress over perfection. If you're trying to get perfect, you are aiming for the wrong thing. Aim for consistencies, aim for new habits. New habits are easier to track and easier to maintain than some big goal. I didn't make $10,000. I didn't get a 4.0. Well, how has your ability to study improved? Are you less distracted than you used to be? Are you more aware of yourself? These different things are more valuable than external things. So, finding ways to improve the basics. Have you learned a new skill? Are you going new places? Have you traveled? Have you had new experiences? Are you putting people into new things? Have you learned new music? Have you done these different things that make life more fulfilling? Finding out what you can do well is so awesome. I am not the best at a lot of things, but the things that I'm good at, I work to be great at them. So pick up a new instrument, play around on that piano, do some typing classes online, do the little free typing test, learn a new language on Duolingo, listen to a podcast, find a new way to exercise, bring some motion into your life, benefit from that motion. If you hate push-ups, do jumping jacks. If you hate jumping jacks, do squats. I know the ladies love to do their squats. Do your squats, baby. Do your squats while you're brushing your teeth. Go ahead, get you some squats in, 5 squats. And it doesn't always have to be this very structured thing. You could just break down and do 5 squats every 30 minutes. You could put a little timer on and just do your 5 squats every 30 minutes for like 3 days, like every day actually, because it's not taking a lot out of you. So as soon as you get tired, just take a break. But find a way to get little motions going and building up those muscles with just a quiet intention is what I call it. I like to say when you go slow at certain things for long enough, eventually you'll figure out how to go faster. It's like I I laugh. My dad used to have us riding around the parking lot without pressing the accelerator, and we would just coast. And as I coasted, I realized, yo, like this thing is driving itself. Like it was literally, it was times where the car was just rolling forward, and the steering wheel wouldn't move, and I didn't know that was a thing. So allowing things to flow like water. Shout out to Nate Variety. But yes, thoughts and lessons from 26. I'm going to have more, but a lot of what I speak on in these videos are things I learned in the past year or things I knew of and found a way to unpack and reveal. I am grateful, as always, loved, blessed, and just looking for more ways to build, looking for more ways to love, and just continue to spread awareness about this beautiful city I'm from and this beautiful world we live in. I'm a guy from a place. Charm City Bipper. Quis The Vndl. Marquis is the name my mama gave me. One day made better as many days made greater. I'm uplifting you to be in a world that cares. If I keep it to myself, I think that that's unfair. The joy I've been given is best when shared. Visionaries never die. Legends survive through the seeds we sow. Daily we get better with time. That was at Bus Boys and Poets. Wishing peace, prosperity, and many blessings. Having some moments today. But the moments don't stop the motion. You will have hiccups. We cannot avoid the hiccups of life, especially literal hiccups when you're speaking on the mic. But you cannot avoid the hiccups of life. So just embrace all of it and find a way to maintain that love and that motion, as I always say. Peace. Yeah. We were searching for the right way, did a lot of wrong. Can't go back, gotta move on. Gotta move forward, corrections given and accept that living still brings pain. Even when you're moving with the best intentions and you're blessed with visions of joy, bliss, peace. Gratitude for every day I live to speak and I live to breathe in growth and abundance.